Welcome to Be Continued. We're your host. I'm Christian.
I'm Caleb.
And I'm Riley.
And we got a three-piece for y'all this week. We got World Series predictions. NBA started 2 nights ago for those watching in the morning, or tomorrow, or whenever you're watching this, if you ever watch this. But we're gonna start off with the World Series. As you can tell, for the first time since 2009, Caleb's Yankees have made it to the World Series. And even though if you look at the box scores of the games, you see they won 4-1. But if you were actually watching the series, you know those games were a little close.
Heck of a series. It was a fun watch. Took a few years off my life because the bullpens just kept giving up leads from both sides.
Hey, Judge finally showed up later in the series.
A couple times. He got Clase. They better quick mention that dude in the same sentence as Mariano Rivera. I don't want to ever hear it again. Ever. There was a wild stat. Clase gave up, I want to say it was like 8 or 9 runs in like this postseason in a span of like 3 outings. Rivera had pitched like 59 games, like 200 innings before he gave up 9 runs in the postseason. So get that out. Clase, you're pretty cool pitching the regular season against the losers of the American League Central. But when it matters,
nah,
ain't no mo.
And then I don't know if you watched the National League Championship Series because I didn't. I kind of
negative.
I knew the Dodgers would make it.
Barely watched it at all. Mets had a fun run.
Hey, they did what I said they could do. They beat the Phillies, which hurt, but I was right. Sucks that I was right, but I was right. So we're gonna get into these World Series predictions. Resident Yankee bastard, I'm gonna have you go last. You're the main event in this topic.
Okay.
Riley, who do you got in the World Series and why?
Yankees 4-1 because the Dodgers have no pitchers. Yamamoto had a good game against the Mets that turned him around. And other than that, he had a 3 ERA the whole season. So
I'm going to go Yankees in 6. I want to say Yankees in 5, but I just do not trust the Goon to do what he needs to do to get it right. Boone the Goon is a horrible, horrible manager. He's just getting carried by great talent and a decent pitching staff. Actually, it's a good pitching staff.
It's a healthy pitching staff, which is unusual for this time of year.
Yes.
With the exception of Nasty Nestor. I don't know if you read anything about it. Nestor Cortez, he's been out because he got like a UCL, like a strength, like not like a Tommy John situation yet, but he's like got an elbow issue, and he said like they weighed the potential losses or whatever. What am I looking for? Weighed the potential
Benefits
versus
pros and
cons. There we go. And they said, if we win a World Series and I have to miss a full season of baseball because I blow my elbow out, I'm good with it. So sign me up. I love that guy, Nasty Nestor. He's coming back.
So I got him in 6, Caleb. How do you see it going?
I think it's going to be a gentleman's sweep. I think the Yankees will win Game 1 with Garrett Cole. They will lose Game 2 with Carlos Rodon. Well, I don't know. I could see them smacking Yamamoto around. But it's hard to tell what you're going to get out of Rodon. And then I think the Yankees are going to win it at the stadium. I do think they're going to finish it within 5 games. So I think that's what I think. My prediction, Yankees in 5. Unless, like, if they get cute and Garrett Cole doesn't pitch until Game 6, then maybe they win in 6. But I really think it's in 5.
The World Series is structured how the NBA used to be, right? First 2 home team, next 3 away team, and then the final 2 for the home.
I thought it was 2-2, 1-1.
That's the NBA now.
I believe it's 2-3-2.
So that's how how the NBA used to be. All right.
Yeah. I think that the Dodgers have no pitchers. So
For Caleb's sake, I'm hoping it's done in 5 so then we don't have to be at Camp Comuth with
trying to stream
no
it.
internet trying to stream this thing.
Get that Starlink off the roof. Take it with us. Yeah. So I think I feel good about the Yankees' chances. Like I'm not going to say they're definitely going to win because it's the Yankees, it's Aaron Boone, and other than Stanton and Soto, who do you know is going to come through? And my boy Glaber, who might be earning himself a couple more years in the pinstripes.
this guy.
Yeah, man, I hated the dude all year, but he's back.
Showing up when he's need to.
He's back.
It's
I like
weird.
it. I like it.
Shows up when he's needed.
Now, they can get rid of Verdugo. I've seen enough of him. He grounds out to second base or first base. Anyway, whatever. But
Stanton washed.
I think, all you Stanton haters, eat your words. Eat your heart out, buddy. Dude's a stud. Hall of Famer. Yankees in 5.
For your sake.
if the Yankees are still playing, will they still be playing when we make this next podcast?
Yes,
We'll see.
they
In a
We'll
could.
let
week,
you know.
yeah.
Yes, next week. So it'd be next Thursday.
It would be game 4, right?
So
Because it's every other day. Or is it every?
I think it's back to back, and then they get a couple of days. Just
Day
to break.
off, back to back.
So that would put them
Back.
at.
Game 7.
It would have to be game 5 for that.
Maybe game 5
Or
next
game
time we're
4.
on here.
Oh, when do they start? I guess I don't really know when they
Friday.
start.
I'd love to see the Yankees sweep them.
So Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So yeah, they'd be game 4, game 5 somewhere. It depends on what day we do it.
All right, so it goes Friday, Saturday, day off. It'd be game 5.
So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday they play.
Yep.
And then potentially Friday and Saturday. Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Gonna be a fun World Series. It's exactly what MLB wanted. They're two golden boys,
It's their.
Judge and Otani. They're
Is it the 12th or the 11th meeting between these two?
12th. You got their marquee franchises.
It's the first one's 81.
The biggest gambler since Pete Rose, but they like this guy, so they decided not to punish him. They let the other dude take the fall for it, which is incredible. Incredible. Like all the witch hunts that they've done against other guys, like Alex Rodriguez, who, look, I've said this before, I think A-Rod took steroids. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. I'm pretty sure he's, like, admitted to it by now. But they had no evidence on him. There's way more evidence that Shohei Ohtani was involved in gambling in some way. But no punishment for that guy.
It's the golden boy.
But A-Rod, who they didn't like. Okay. Anyway.
Well, there's our World Series predictions. And either next Wednesday you're going to be getting our recap of the first 4 games guaranteed. And, or how's Caleb's feeling if this game thing's looking like it's going to go 7. All right, well, last night the NBA returned, which means we have our NBA World Series World Series.
NBA World Series.
New one there. NBA Finals predictions.
You must have
Early.
been coaching the Knicks last night. Yikes. Nice trade, guys.
So-
Towns fits in
Did
great.
did you see Josh Hart called for investigation on the Celtics players?
Yeah.
Because he said that
He said
that
they're on something.
26 threes or whatever they had as a team was record breaking.
Yeah.
I think it was 29, wasn't it?
I think so.
29, yeah,
Something like
they-
that.
Tied
They tied the
NBA
record. I don't
yeah.
think they beat it. I think they tied it.
He said that's ridiculous. They need to test these guys.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Joel
It's
Embiid's getting investigated.
He needs to be. No reason he should not be playing on a national televised game tonight. Week late. All right. Caleb, you went last in the World Series predictions. What's your finals predictions?
NBA Finals prediction. I'm going to say... Yeah, I don't even know. I only watch basketball because I like fantasy basketball. I was a Sixer fan, and then they replaced the announcers that I really liked. I mean, I still am, but like I don't enjoy watching the games as much as I used to because of
Kate Scott.
Kate Scott
Ew.
instead of
She's a
whoever
mad
the,
announcer.
whoever
She
the other guy
sucks.
was. But I do think
Good way.
if the Sixers are healthy in the playoffs, which is a major asterisk because you've already got Paul George and Joel Embiid hurt and Maxey, all 3 of them. If they're healthy, they can give the Celtics a run. But right now, you got to have the Celtics as the favorite to come out of the East.
Yeah.
Much as I hate to say it, I don't think the Knicks are even going to present a challenge. I don't think that Karl Anthony Towns was a good move.
No.
It was not a good... Why would you bring him in to play with Thibodeau? Does he really seem like the type of player that's going to thrive with Tom Thibodeau?
He had him as a coach before.
Well,
And how
also
did that
my
go?
thing.
It went horrible.
Thibodeau got fired.
My thing with that is they brought in too many ball dominant players. They brought in Mikal Bridges. That was a good move. Now you bring in
Who can't
Cat.
shoot anymore.
True, but now you bring in Cat, and now you have 4 people in your starting lineup
This-
who want the ball.
This
And
is what
Anunoby?
makes no sense to me. Thibodeau is a defensive coach. The way they have their roster constructed is to be an offensive team.
Well, it was good until, like, the one that didn't make sense was Towns.
Yes.
Because Mikal Bridges is a good defensive player. Anunoby is a good defensive player. I don't know if I'm saying his name right.
Yeah,
but
Yeah,
he's a
you're
good
awesome.
defensive player. You know, I don't know how good Brunson is defensively. I feel like he's more of an
No.
offensive
He
Yeah,
guy.
makes up.
offensive guy.
He makes up with offense though.
But I think he's coming down to earth. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he
Yeah, he had a good
had,
season.
he had the
but
season of his life. But
he ain't gonna keep it up.
That's why when he gave up the money, I was like, "Hey, man, that's great by you because you're actually going to be getting the value you're worth." But I'm not sure you're going to get another chance at that money, my friend.
Yeah, it'll be first and only time ever you'll be given.
yeah, so my favorite would be the Celtics coming out of the East with the potential dark horse of the 76ers if they're healthy. I do think that Paul George and Embiid healthy, along with Tyrese Maxey, who I do believe will be healthy because I trust that dude. I think they're going to be good if they get there. And then from the West Side, man, it's anybody's guess. I'm gonna say. I want to say Phoenix, but I'm not gonna trust them because they don't have a point guard. And
KD
Well, they're
won't be
also
there.
always
Bradley
hurt.
Beal, yeah, KD's probably gonna be a Sixer by that time.
Golden State's calling his number.
No,
They need a center.
man, I don't know.
Lakers are calling his number.
You know what?
Yeah, they don't got the money for that.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say the Lakers are gonna be there. I think that they're gonna have the NBA storyline. What could the NBA ask for better than LeBron and his son playing in the NBA Finals?
I think that the Lakers are the Chiefs of the NBA.
How could you even say that?
That's not
'Cause-
anymore. Maybe when Kobe was alive and playing.
With Powell,
No,
And
now you
Shaq.
got LeBron on the team, which is the NBA's golden boy.
he's been on the team for 8 years.
Okay, well now he's got his son on there. He's the first ever father-son duo to play
Honestly,
on the court at the
I
same
think
time.
the West is wide open. I think you could see Dallas go back, of course. You could see, hey man, if Phoenix were to click at the right time, they could get there. Like they have the firepower that they theoretically could get there. Denver obviously could get there. If the Lakers stay healthy enough, they can get there. I don't think the Timberwolves are going to be there because they destroyed their team when they traded for Gobert.
I don't think the Nuggets are going to be as good as people think.
Hey,
Buddy,
man, they got
the
Westbrook
dude. They
off
got the
bench.
goat of all time, Russell Westbrook, on their
Coming
team.
off the bench, man. When Murray goes down, and Murray will go down,
Uh
Westbrook's going to come out there averaging. They're going to have 2 triple doubles a night.
huh. Uh huh.
One from Jokic and one from Westbrook.
Where's the shooting coming from? MPJ only knows how to shoot versus the Lakers.
Don't matter.
Don't matter.
They don't need
They're
shooting.
just going to drive the lane.
All right. So you have Lakers,
I'd really
Celtics.
hedge my bet. Yeah, I say Lakers Celtics. That's my pick. With zero
We'll do this
confidence.
We'll
in
do
it.
this in January.
I have not even looked at the NBA because I don't really care. But yeah,
Riley?
I'm going with a throwback. No, this isn't a throwback because it didn't happen. I'm gonna go with the East. I'm gonna go with my number one pick every year, Miami Heat. That's a tough team. They're all ready. They're ready to play this year. Jimmy Butler came in with a normal haircut this year. So
I know, it made me
maybe
nervous.
he's serious. Maybe he's serious this year. And maybe
who did they add from last year's roster?
Not a soul.
from last year's roster.
Yeah,
They did not add anybody. Didn't they lose somebody? Who did the Sixers
They
paid
lost.
somebody?
They lost Caleb Martin.
Caleb Martin.
That's not a loss.
They're like 5'8".
That's
power
not a
forward.
loss. That's a shooting guard who moved to power forward.
6'4" power forward. Good defensive player.
He fit the culture.
Yeah, he's okay.
Okay, so sorry.
It's not a loss. Miami in the East.
He's gonna say Golden State.
No,
Straight homer. His 2 favorite teams.
no,
Talk about the Chiefs of the NBA.
dude. The Warriors haven't won anything since.
Just wait till LeBron gets traded to Golden State.
Hey, now
I know. I'll have Christian on my side, and then I won't have to fight him anymore.
I mean, Curry will never be the GOAT. Curry's not even top 10
Curry's
yet.
always the GOAT, dude. Curry's the only NBA player who didn't go to a Diddy party.
I would not. If LeBron and KD both went to Golden State, I wouldn't even hate it.
Because they're old now.
I would root for them.
I would,
I would
too.
want them to win. I would love to see KD and LeBron together.
He says that now. Then the GOAT debate. Well, he had to go to Golden State to win a championship.
No, I mean he's already lost the GOAT debate. He's
Yeah,
not even in it.
he went
He's
to
not in it.
he went to a Diddy party.
He's
That's
no
where he
Michael
lost
Jordan.
right there.
Oh.
No Michael Jordan.
Jordan was on that list, too.
Yeah, you know why? You know why I say Curry's the GOAT? Because both of them were on the list. Who's number 3?
Kobe wasn't on the list.
Kobe also sold his soul to Satan and killed his daughter for it.
Easy.
Wow, man.
Theory.
died.
Look it
You
up.
were on a bad stretch. Sirianni.
No, that's an actual theory. Look it up.
That's not.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You have to sacrifice somebody to ascend. Well, he sacrificed and ascended.
You mean descend?
Oh my god.
Descend? Wouldn't it be descend?
Dude, have you ever studied?
Who's your pick? Did you
Who's
give us
your
your
pick?
pick?
Yeah,
I just said Miami Heat
I don't like this
And
rabbit
who-
trail.
and
It's a dark turn.
Nuggets. I'm going with the Nuggets.
Heat up some
Jokic.
nuggets, huh? All right. I'll repeat. Yeah, that has happened before.
I thought it did, but I was thinking bubble, and I was like, that's the Lakers.
Yeah, theirs was 2 years after that.
No, I thought so, but I couldn't remember.
All right, and then my pick, let's see, out of the East, I'm going to go with the Celtics. I want to go somewhere else, but hedging my bet on Joel Embiid to stay healthy is the same as me going out and winning the Powerball tonight.
Well, he's skipping back-to-back games now, so.
And he'll need to skip every game in order to make it to the
Do
postseason.
you think that's true? Do you think he's really never going to play back to back?
No.
No. If he misses the first week, he's gonna have to try and get into the MVP
Oh
conversation.
no, I don't think they're caring
Yeah.
about that. I don't think he'll ever play back to back again. I'm hedging my bet on that one. So I'm gonna go Celtics out of the East. I would love to agree with you, Caleb, and go with the Lakers. I just don't think they have the pieces. I don't think. I think they need one more shooter, and he's not in the building.
I just think that combo of LeBron and
AD, but LeBron's not been healthy in the postseason. Every
What
time.
about the rookie of the year MVP?
Victor Wembanyama? I was getting ready to say.
No, I'm
I
thinking.
wouldn't be shocked
I'm
if the
thinking
Spurs
Bronny
are good.
James,
Oh,
rookie
my
of the year,
goodness.
going to get MVP this year too. He's going to get Defensive Player of the Year, and
I don't know why you're so mad about this. LeBron's earned the right to have his son on his team.
Bronny,
dude carried the
Bronny
league for
didn't.
20 years.
Bronny didn't earn their opportunity to come into the NBA just because he was born into his family doesn't mean he earns the
didn't
opportunity
earn
to
the
come
right.
to the NBA.
LeBron earned the right to have his son on his team.
Okay, and Bryce comes in a couple years.
Should Giannis Antetokounmpo be in the league?
Yeah,
We're done with this conversation.
I'm just saying that's a fight. That's a fight. He came from a poverty country.
John Wall.
You know what? You know what Bronny did? He sat in his mansion for his whole life, and he grew up in luxury, and now he gets a free ride
what's
to
that
the
got to do
NBA.
with deserving to be in the NBA? Like coming from poverty.
Dude, everybody gets a chance, but Bronny no. Bronny was handed everything he got. I can't wait till LeBron retires and Bronny falls off the face of the earth.
Wishing on another man's downfall.
Bronny's gonna be like LiAngelo Ball
What are you,
and
jealous?
rob a store in China.
Christian, why don't you give us your pick?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go down this tangent hole with him.
Dude, he don't deserve it. There were so many other people in that draft class who deserved it.
Can you even name a 55th overall pick from the last 10 years?
No.
No. All right. So I'm going Celtics and Thunder. That's my pick. I think the Thunder are ready this year. They were
I
a year.
forgot all about the Thunder.
The
I did
Thunder
too. You might be right.
It's my pick.
That's not a bad pick.
All right.
Can't hate it.
All right.
Now, Caleb,
For me.
I need to say congratulations are in order. You've tied Ezra again.
Yeah.
first place.
Now that I no longer watch football, my picks are probably getting a lot better.
You
Actually, not probably, they are.
Good luck with this one.
All right. Vikings at Rams. Caleb.
Rams, baby!
Ezra went with the Vikings. You're going with the Rams.
What about Sam Darnold, your
Cooper
guy?
Kupp's coming back.
Okay, let me before we vote. Guess on this game. I want to say though, teams who have played the Lions the week before have been struggling the week after, and I mean getting out physical because the Lions are a physical team. It takes the wear and tear. Riley,
I'm gonna hedge my bet though, and I am gonna say if Cooper Kupp doesn't play, they will lose.
he's playing.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
he's off the injury report. He's playing.
But if that Rams offense sucks again, they need to just get rid of Matthew Stafford. Like, he might be done.
Just leave him. Or wait,
He's headed towards that cliff that Max Kellerman said Tom Brady was going over that he never arrived
never
at.
even got to the cliff. Oh, whatever happened to Max? All right, Riley.
I'm going with the Rams. I won't ever believe in the Vikings ever.
I believe in them more than the Eagles. Give me the
Got
Rams.
nothing to do with the Eagles.
All right, Cardinals at Dolphins. Two is back. Ezra's going with the Dolphins. Riley.
I'm also going to go with the Dolphins.
Two is definitely back.
Yep.
Two is definitely back. Caleb.
Other receivers is Tyreek.
Yep,
playing?
Tyreek.
Tyreek
Jalen
Hill's
Waddle's both
healthy.
playing.
All right, give me
A-Chain's the only one that's
give me the
questionable.
Dolphins, I guess.
Give me the Dolphins
Without
as well.
much confidence,
What? It's in Miami.
will not be
I don't
surprised
think.
if they lose.
See, I don't think that.
Tua is not wearing a Guardian cap.
Yeah, Tua won't wear them, but I don't think that.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
hope
Marvin Harrison Jr. can break past you.
Let's just hope Tua doesn't try counting sheep again.
Well,
Sure.
that one defensive end that just like wrecked the Rams in week 2, he's out for the year.
Yeah, but he was out for most of the year last year.
Yeah,
Jalen
he's
Phillips.
kind of a.
Injury.
No, that's not the dude. His name starts with a G. He's like a nobody. He had like 3 sacks.
Oh, he's on the
He just got put on IR.
Ginkle. He's on the Vikings. Andrew Van Ginkle.
Not that. No, his name starts with a G.
Not
He's
a
like
V.
he's like a journeyman. Anyway, he got hurt.
White
Go-
guy?
Go ahead. Yep, white guy, long hair. Number 45.
That's not Van Ginkel.
Oh, I know who. Gardeck.
Yeah, that dude.
He
got
was
hurt.
on the
He tore his
Rams,
ACL or
Cardinals
something.
last year. Now he's on. Yeah.
He's still in the Cardinals.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Dolphins players.
No.
Oh, all right. Yeah, he's on the. All right. Ravens at Browns. Jameis is the quarterback. Ezra's going with the Ravens. Caleb. Who are you going with?
I'm gonna pick the Ravens. I want to pick the Browns so bad because I think Jameis Winston is going to be a lot better for that offense than Deshaun Watson was. But the Ravens are a good team, so I'm going to say Ravens.
I like Jameis Winston being the quarterback, but I also like Nick Chubb being back. He didn't look too bad against the Bengals, but now he's playing against the Ravens, and I think
Who are
that
the number one run defense?
Yeah, I think that the Ravens will stop him.
Yeah, I think this is just not the right weekend, but I think the Browns are going to have a better season.
If this game was in January, give me the Cleveland Browns, but it's not. It's in October.
Depends if James gets his crab legs before the game starts.
He's gonna eat some W's. All right, Packers at Jaguars. Caleb, Ezra went with the Pack. Oh wait, actually, it's Riley's turn. Ezra went with the Packers. Riley, who are you going with?
I'm going with the Packers. Because, wait, Jaguars are coming back from England this week, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm going with the Packers.
It's in Green Bay.
No, it's in Jacksonville.
It's in Jacksonville.
Man, Jordan Love has not looked good, but they've found ways to win.
Whoa.
So
He's looked Brett Favre. That's actually the perfect description.
I just think that
he leads the league in
Packers.
touchdown passes and
Packers.
picks.
I just don't trust the Jaguars back in Jacksonville. They only play good in England. So.
They didn't play good in England though. They
Played-
had one good game and then they lost. They lost to the Bears. They made Caleb Williams look like Pat Mahomes.
But that was the first week they went to England, right?
Packers.
Yeah, I'm going with the Packers too. I agree with. All right, Colts at Texans. I think we can all agree, right? We're Anthony Richardson's quarterback.
Texans.
Yeah, Texans.
Yeah.
Nobody's even hurt on the Texans. Their team's healthy. And,
If Richardson gets hurt and Flacco gets in there, we got a game. But otherwise,
All right, Falcons at Buccaneers. Ezra's going with the Falcons. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are out.
that-
So are we all going with the Falcons?
yeah, I guess
Yeah.
without much confidence.
Well, because when the Buccaneers played the Eagles, it was all Godwin, and Mike Evans was just kind of there. So
I mean, I
now
will
there's-
say though, the one thing that makes me a little nervous about that game is Baker. Whenever the odds are against Baker, is when Baker.
It's true. That is true. But he's going from having the two of the arguably top 10 receivers in the league right now to having neither of them. So he's got to adjust his mindset.
And okay, the next game is the game I'm most intrigued to watch this weekend because this will tell me a lot about this team. It's Eagles at Bengals. Ezra's going with the Eagles. Riley.
It'll tell me a lot about both teams, actually.
Well, if the Eagles win, I'm on board. That's the game that will get me on board.
I was just thinking that the Bengals have a lot to prove. Eagles have a lot to prove. But
Bengals need this game. Eagles want this game. There's the difference.
I'm going to go with the Bengals. I think that their offense is going to just steamroll the defense.
Caleb.
I'm going to go with Bengals because I feel like the Eagles have not looked great in either facet of the game for the most part. And the Bengals' offense has been pretty good.
So
Their defense, not so much, but
the Bengals' defense the last 2 weeks has been lights out. Granted, it's against bad quarterbacks, but it has been better. The offense, though, has come back down to earth, and I keep thinking to myself, okay, the Bengals' defenses look better. I think this Eagles' defense is starting to pick up steam. I still don't think they're great, but I think they can outscore the Bengals just because I don't think the Bengals have a single person. I mean, there's not a guy in the league that can guard A.J. Brown, who, to me, is the best receiver.
That's
in
true, and
football.
even if there is, you're leaving
best
Devontae
receiver in
Smith.
football.
Best receiver in football is A.J. Brown.
That's
Yes.
that's
That's not a hot take,
that's an
but
opinion.
that is an opinion.
He's the best receiver.
I'm just saying it's not a hot take, but that is a
The Eagles have the 2 most unstoppable plays in football. Tush push and a slant route to A.J. Brown. Have you ever seen anybody break up a slant to A.J. Brown?
I don't know. I don't watch football, so
All right. Next game. Good Lord. Why are we getting these bad games?
Jets.
Jets at Patriots.
Jets.
Ezra went with the Jets, by the way.
Until the Patriots bail Jabril Peppers out.
Sondredic's back this week, too.
Yeah, Jets.
Titans at Lions. We're all going.
Lions.
Lions.
I don't think the Titans stand a chance to win a single game this year.
You guys want to hear something crazy? Ezra was on the fence about this game.
Well, that was before D-Hop got traded.
The Titans traded Ernest Jones with less time remaining, like less time having him. They got more in
for him.
return than the Rams did when they traded him before the season started. Les Snead, what are you doing, bro? That's why, that is the only reason I don't want them to. I love Cup. I want him to retire as a Ram, but I'm not going to be that. It makes sense to trade him, but I feel like if the Rams trade Cooper Cup, they're going to get just a bag of dog crap back. 'Cause
See,
that's what Les Snead does in his trades.
it's true. But some teams definitely need a receiver, and he's a good slot receiver.
When he's healthy, he is as good as any receiver
In the
game.
league.
Agreed.
Even still.
Agreed. If I'm the Eagles, because that's the number one, at least the last time I checked, it was the number one team in the talks. If I'm the Eagles, don't get a receiver. You don't need a receiver.
I was going to say, the Eagles need.
Get a linebacker or get Max Crosby. 'Cause
That
Max
seems
Crosby's on the block too.
That seems like the most High Roseman move in the league, though.
It is. It is.
Go
But the
get
problem
the
is
flashy guy, not the guy you need.
you need defensive work. Get some lower name
Also,
linebackers or
Devin White was signed.
buy.
Houston.
Texans.
Ugh. Yeah, I think that I don't-
Watch him.
He's going to be good on Houston. They have a good
Watch him.
linebacker.
D'Amico Ryan.
I
D'Amico
think-
Ryan should get him back.
go back there and change my pick. Texans are not winning.
He's on the practice squad.
He's not playing.
Doesn't matter. He's on the team. Eagles got a lot better after they cut him. I'm kidding. Don't change that. They're playing the Colts.
All right. Just
Your team, by the way, the Colts.
whose team?
Yours.
Yeah, you had your whole room's painted Colts for a while.
It ain't now.
You had Colts phone case, Colts keychain?
Colts
Colts
underwear.
jersey?
I did not
Yeah.
have Colts. All right, 4 p.m. window. Bills
one
at
Colts,
Seahawks. Ezra's going with the Bills. Riley.
Isn't Geno top for passing yards right now? Top of the league.
Yeah. Oh, you want to hear a crazy stat? Josh Allen last 3 years led the league in interceptions. He has none.
He
this
has
year.
none this year.
Crazy.
I'm gonna pick the Bills.
Caleb?
Bills.
Give me the Seahawks.
Seahawks blew somebody out last week. They're not going to do it 2 weeks in a row.
I do believe in that, but also
It's a long.
Didn't Amari
that's a
Cooper play pretty decent?
long- He played. He had 2 good plays.
that's all you need.
That's a long drive. I mean, flight. That's a long flight for an East Coast team, and usually they don't do great on those. Saints at Chargers. Are we can all agree Chargers, right?
Derek Carr's still out.
Yes, and
Mm-hmm.
Alvin Kamara's
Chargers.
out with a broken hand.
Chargers.
Chargers. I don't even care if Derek Carr was in. If Alvin Kamara's out, Chargers.
All right, Bears at Commanders. As a Commanders fan, let me just let y'all know, I do not think Jaden Daniels playing this weekend.
Dude, I need him for fantasy. Signed to it, I'm pretty sure, actually.
Ezra went with the Commanders.
Bears. The Bears.
Yeah,
Riley?
I'm going to go with the Bears.
Caleb Williams is playing well.
Honestly, what I think is going to happen is DeAndre Swift's going to run.
So,
All
as
over
a
that
Commanders
defense.
fan, even if we had Jaden Daniels, the reason I would go with the Bears to win this game, I just think that we cannot stop DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and all that. And Caleb Williams, he's looked good.
They do have a
He's
lot of
playing
sneaky
well.
targets.
Sneaky.
Yeah, ain't nothing sneaky about
Keenan, well, you look
They're
at,
good.
well, no, you look at Keenan Allen. He's
They got Cole
old.
Kmet.
You look at
who's a
Keenan
good
Allen.
tight
He's
end.
old. You look at Cole Kmet. He's overshadowed by a bunch of other tight ends in the
They have
league.
Gerald Everett as a backup. That's a great number.
You got, but you got DeAndre Swift. You look bad on the Eagles, so people are overlooking him. But he looks pretty decent on the Bears.
He looked good on the Eagles. When he
They
got the
didn't,
ball.
they didn't, yeah, but they didn't use him enough. That's the
Every
problem.
few
Is he got
games he
overshadowed.
did.
All right. So, 3 of us
Bears.
are going Bears. Commanders going. Ezra's going Commanders. Wow, English. All right, Chiefs. We're all going
Chiefs.
Yeah, we're all going
I
Chiefs.
don't care who they're playing. Chiefs.
It's the Raiders.
Oh, yeah.
Buddy, Desmond Ritter is about to destroy the Chiefs. Let me tell you what.
Do you not remember what the Raiders did during training camp?
Desmond
They
Ritter.
did- You know, I'm calling right now.
Although I'm not gonna lie, Max Crosby gets in Patrick Mahomes' head better than anybody else does.
Mahomes is going for 4 touchdowns. Bank it, because remember, this is the team that was talking trash to him in the offseason. Because they got a lucky win on him last Christmas. All right. Riley, who are you going with?
I guess Chiefs.
Yeah, smart man.
D-Hop in there now?
Yeah, they had to pull the Golden State.
All right, Panthers at Broncos. We're all going.
They're getting a 34-year-old receiver.
Who has a torn MCL?
He's a torn MCL.
Yeah, he's been playing on a torn MCL.
How do you know that? Did you ask him? You look at his knee yourself?
It was reported before the season started.
All right, Dr. Christian.
Look it up. You think I'm lying?
I don't trust the internet. People can lie.
Christian medicine woman.
All right, Panthers at Broncos. We're all going Broncos, right?
I'm not
Yeah.
picking the
Well,
Panthers.
Bryce Young, you said second stop. This is his second stop, I guess.
Stop
He
it.
Got
No.
sat, brought back.
Broncos.
They're playing for something here. Andy Dalton. They're playing for Andy Dalton. If they lose Andy Dalton, never mind.
Broncos.
Are you going Broncos?
Yeah.
All right, you were about to go on a tangent just a bit.
No, I was about to say
Yeah.
another crazy take.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. All right, Cowboys at Niners. Ezra's going with the Niners. Caleb, who are you going with?
No Brandon Ayuk
Or Debo.
or Debo.
probably.
He's got pneumonia.
I think this is going to be an ugly
Or
game.
Christian McCaffrey.
I don't want to watch this
I
at
think
all.
it's going to be a bad game. I think the Cowboys need this one more. I'm going to say the Cowboys.
They're coming off that embarrassing game too.
I think this is the,
Again, with very little confidence.
I think this is the first tie of the season.
No shot.
This is very.
0-0.
So you're going with Ty? Is that your prediction?
I don't know. I do trust the 49ers defense.
If Riley picks a tie and it ends up a tie, that counts for 10 wins.
Listen, I'm just
Oh,
saying.
yeah, that could-
Listen, I'm just saying
Okay.
the 49ers defense is healthy-ish. The Cowboys offense is healthy-ish. But the
what's that?
opposite sides of the balls are not healthy. So it's a one-sided game for each team. That leads to a tie.
Yeah, Brock Purdy sucks.
Dude. If I'm the
Exposed.
Niners, well, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm a Niners fan right now, I'm kind of grateful this is happening because at least you're gonna be like, well, we can't give him $55 million.
True.
We
It
cannot
makes you
pay
it makes you realize you might want to look at other options for your backup. Yeah, I'll go with Ty. Why not?
Ty.
Why
This
not?
is option. So I wonder how we would count that in the standings for you.
Just as
2 wins.
wrong if it's not.
All right.
If I'm wrong, if it's not. If I win, it's 2 wins.
All right.
Because I pick both teams.
I'm going with the Cowboys. The Cowboys have lost to the Niners, what, 4 straight times?
I think so.
You don't. They have to turn around here at some point. Oh my goodness. NFL, what are we doing? Why couldn't you flex these games out? Nobody wants to watch Giants and Steelers.
I think that they flexed them into this one.
No, this one was flexed out.
Steelers.
This was stayed the same.
Steelers going to win this.
Caleb's going with Steelers. Ezra went with the Steelers. Riley.
I'll go Steelers.
The only thing that even would remotely give the Giants a chance, it's not at
Nothing.
MetLife, but it's Steelers winning this.
Nothing.
Better coach, better team.
I think that Daniel
Do they have
Jones.
defensive backs? Because Russell Wilson should have thrown like 3+ picks.
No.
But like they just lofted the ball.
Yeah,
up there,
now
and
everybody's
Pickens just took
everybody's
them
on this
away from
Russell
the
Wilson
Jets.
train.
Colin Cowherd. Every time Russell Wilson goes, he's like, Russell Wilson might not be able to be the greatest quarterback you think, but you know what? If that guy dated your daughter, you'd.
I hate
love
the
him to
announcers.
death.
Dude. Every announcer in the NFL needs to just get, except for like Greg Olson and Greg Olson. Everybody else needs to get fired.
There's 2 Greg Olsons.
Yep. Didn't know that?
All right. Anyway, please give us your NFL predictions, your World Series predictions, and your NBA Finals predictions. Again, we'll be doing another Finals prediction and our season award predictions in January. There's no reason to do it in October because the league doesn't even care about October. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like, please subscribe, and until next time.
To be continued.